what's going on, y'all? I just thought we could do a little desk tour today. So I currently have a setup in a production studio out of my RV, and so I'm gonna show y'all how I edit my videos, what my setup looks like, and then it's gonna be kind of a chill day. You know, just doing a little felt the vibes to make something today. So I was like, well, I never did a little desk tour, and I always enjoyed desk tours. Those are pretty cool. Mine is a little messy right now because it's just kind of been all over the place, but yeah, let's get into it. Yes, I know my desk is messy. I'm not gonna clean it up and act like I'm a very neat person. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But right now I used a InShot. This is a stand-up desk from not Fully. What is that? Hold on. I forgot what. Is this on here? Brandy. Oh, so this stand-up desk is actually from FlexiSpot. I got it during the pandemic. I don't remember the name or anything from it, but you can pretty much find a standing desk just about anywhere. Amazon, FlexiSpot, Fully, they're all there. So I think this is a 44 inch top, and I think it's 32 inches deep. So that helps with like having multiple layers of not multiple layers, like multiple monitors. You want to have a deeper desk, and it just works out for everything that's there. So that's the desk itself. And the cool part about standing desk is you can literally go out. It's so nice having a standing desk. Super dope. Next, I'm rocking the Capisco chair from Fully. What I like about this chair is just the way it's made. It is super easy and flexible for me, and I'm a weird sitter, so most of the time I sit in this chair backwards. It's more comfortable for me for editing, but also it definitely tests my posture, because I tend to slouch over a lot when I'm in my chair while I'm working. And sometimes my favorite part about this chair is while I'm editing, I'll just throw my leg up, and the way it leans back, I can sit comfortably like this. And this is very awkward. I know this probably looks very awkward for most people, but this is actually really comfortable for me, like when I'm editing or like working on photos or a project or something. So this is definitely one of my favorite features of the chair. I'm gonna be honest. If you got a butt or some hips, this chair isn't the most comfortable, but it has its pros and cons. So just to be cautious of everything, it's not the most comfy thing to do. Like if I'm working all day, I definitely like having a sit-stand desk because of that same reason. I can't sit in this thing that long. Or I can, but it's just not the most comfy thing. Just say the cheeks be sore. But I love the chair overall. It could use better cushioning. That's all I'm saying. So let's get to the desk. What's on the desk now? Since you've seen the desk, you've seen the chair, let's tackle the mess that is my desk. So this is my setup. I have my LG 27 inch a monitor here. I have my MacBook 14 Pro that's powering all this thing, and then I got a 32 inch ultra wide LG monitor that I'll have set up. That kind of runs my 3 monitor setup, and yeah, that's my whole thing. So we'll get into my MacBook Pro. I love how many ports it has. Here, I'll bring you up closer. As we're looking at this monstrosity of cable management and everything, what I really like about having a MacBook Pro, this 14, is crazy, it's powerful, and all the ports in it is amazing. No more, I still use a dongle because there's only one HDMI cord, but the beauty of it is, let's take you off of here. Okay, my bad. So the beauty of it all here is there's 3 USB-C ports, a MagSafe port, and HDMI SD card slot, and a headphone port. So all these wiring that go in, I can just be able to run all my setups and not really have to worry about bringing an adapter unless I'm running an extra monitor, which I am. So I'll show y'all what that looks like. So first we got our SD card slot, Bayou. So that's easy plug in. When I pull out my SD card out of my camera, just pop it right in. I don't really need to use my dongle in this situation. I love how there's an additional USB-C port. So I plug in one of my SSDs, and also my HDMI cord just runs right into it. Perfect for whenever I'm using my other monitor. Then to save the other two USB-C ports, I use the MagSafe charger. I know that's a little hot take for some people. It's like, oh, why use the MagSafe? It's not a, but it's there. I'm gonna use it so I can keep my USB-C ports open. So I run my other dongle for my LG monitor, my Acer monitor on the side. So it comes out of this dongle here. And then this one is another SSD that I have plugged in. So that's when I back up my projects. So having those two USB-C ports on that side is beautiful, but also the headphone jack. Like, Apple was tripping when they start taking headphone jacks away. Now they bring them back, and we're so glad they're here to stay. But my MacBook 14 Pro is a powerhouse. I love it. It's smaller. I've always had the 16-inch MacBook Pros for a long time, and now that traveling has opened up again, it's been a pain having something that big. But having this 14 packs down perfectly, fits in my backpack, and I can just really be on the go. I ain't really tripping about it. It's been great. So that's my computer, my monitor setup. Now let's get into what keyboards that I'm using and my mouse and all that jazz. Mic stand. Uh-oh. I had a mic stand that I use for podcasting. So I'll swap out whenever I'm doing voiceovers, depending on what I'm doing. Like right now, because I'm filming, I'll put my mic back on its mic stand and have that sitting on my desk while I'm filming. But usually it'll be up on this to clear out some space. So you'll usually be up on this mic stand that you can get off of Amazon. But I now figured out I can dub it as a top-down angle. Like, hold on, let's just check this out real quick. If you take one of the little ball head joints from your Joby GorillaPod, and if you take out the little thread bit in it, it actually fits on the same thread that's on the bottom of the mic. I don't know what the size of that. I'm not that big of a techie, but that's what I use. I life hacked it because I really can't have a C-stand in here because it may look big, like very spacious, depending on how I shoot this stuff, but my RV is a 33 foot by, with the pop outs, I think it's like 8 or 9 feet by. I don't know. Not really sure about the full size, but you got to be creative when you're working on some of this stuff, like having a small confined space. You got to find tools that are going to be universal, that work with your other equipment, to save space and go from there. So that's what I got right now. Now we're going to get into this top-down shot so I can show y'all my keyboards and my mouses that I use in my Pro. Let's get into that. So get y'all connected. Get connected for free. Y'all remember that? Education connection.
Went on the internet and found education connection. I took some free tests to find out my direction.
So this is my top-down setup with my desk setup. So my workflow, I have the Sony WH M4s. Got the M4s. I put these on. They're great for wireless setups, but at the same time, I like when I'm editing to have the headphone jack in there so you can hear the audio a lot better. So I usually use those when I'm editing. I got the trackpad, the Apple trackpad. It's great for when you're zooming in and out of timelines. Like, I really love that feature of it. That's what I use it for the most. And then I have switch that on, the MX Master keys. Which is super nice, is having, before Apple did their flow feature where you can kind of just drag all your devices over. I like how I'm able to switch through my different devices, because like I'm in the Apple ecosystem, so it's nice to have everything that can work together, and I can just switch. If like I'm on my iPad, I can just switch over to the different devices. But yep, mostly use the MX Master keys for editing. It's great. I love the feel. Nice travel, and it's very quiet. Very quiet. And then we have the MX Master 3, same feature. You can connect it to up to three different devices. Love that feature because you can just whiz through all if you use an extra monitors, especially when you're traveling. So MX Master 3 in black colorway, I love it. I like how all this can be streamlined, kind of match the vibes because of my MacBook Pro. I like gray and black. It's just a vibe. I know it brings like a lot of crazy fingerprints and all that, but it is what it is. And then I am a fan of the Samsung T series. So I have a T5, I believe this one's a T5, and this is the T7 Shield. I love these devices. They're fast. I can work off of them. I have a Lacy drive here. And I was editing off of this when I first got started. This is actually from a collaboration with Timmy Ham, one of my favorite artists. Wanted it a giveaway, but I now use this just to offload my footage and everything. And it's good for storage, but like working off of this, because it has a hard disk drive in it, it's pretty slow and it's not the best to actively work on, but it's great for storage. And then I have a WD Passport. This one is a 5 terabyte. So I just back up all my files and everything off of my MacBook, and also extra files just in case I need anything. This is great just for storage. I'll never work off of this. Same reason why I don't use a Lacy. It has a hard disk in there and it's not the fastest thing. So it's great for storage. And then get this out the way. Next, I have my Wacom tablet. So I also do graphic design and illustration. So having a wireless setup is great because I use this with one of my pens while I'm working in Illustrator. It's a nice trackpad, good flow, kind of matches like as if I'm drawing on paper. That's definitely something I enjoy too. And I alluded to it earlier, but I also have for podcasting, I use a Yeti Blue mic, typical. It's affordable, easy plug and play USB mic, super easy, clean sound. I usually don't have it on the stand if I'm being honest, but because I'm using my phone for my top-down shot, I use the mic stand that it's usually on because I usually have more space here and it's usually not this dirty. And then got my Gundam, super dope. A friend of mine gave this to me as a gift, and he is an amazing curator, and he builds a lot of these. So this is my favorite color is red, so he gave me this one out of his collection. I'm super. So this chills on my desk with me as I'm editing. And also my brother had a friend who he worked with had a 3D printer, and he 3D printed Baby Yoda from Mandalorian. I actually broke him a little bit while I was in the move, so his hands aren't really holding the bowl fully, but he chills on my desk too. And for my wireless mic setup, I have the Anchorwork 650 mics. Love it, clean setup, really nice. I can plug and play into my phone, my camera, my whatever it is. I got those. Love it, so I can be hands-free, so I can, as I'm talking to y'all, I don't gotta be really close with a mic, you can see the hands. Where's no time? Well, so that is my desk setup. I'm gonna get this thing out of the way. There we go. Okay, but yeah, that's my desk setup here. I try to keep it super simple. I also have a drawing table desk whenever I'm working on paintings and other aspects I kind of work around in my setup. That desk is super messy, so I'm not gonna show you all that. But yeah, today was super easy. Just wanted to show some of my setup, how it could work in an RV. Is because I don't move this one as often. I just wanted this set up here, but usually if I gotta move the RV, what I would do is take this desk, because it's on casters, I can roll it back so I can pull in my pop-ins. Then on my other desk, I just kind of stretch it, just kind of lay it back, move it in the back there. So other than that, yeah, that's my desk setup. Super easy, very simple. Maybe I'm thinking about switching how my monitors are. I love having a vertical monitor, but at the same time, the monitor arm isn't that strong, so I've been looking at other ones to see if I want to stack the monitors on top of each other or keep it as is. What do y'all think? Let me know down below. Like, what is your monitor setup, and how do you like your things laid out? Because I'm looking to switch. I like having my workflow. It's dope. I dig it, but at the same time, a change of scenery can always help with your creation. Is if you could swap out how your setup looks, you can always keep it going. But that is it for me. It's a really raw, random little vlog and desk tour. So hope you enjoyed. Catch you later. Beep.